Hey y'all,
Welcome to Up Late with L&T.
I'm Lauren,
And I'm Takara.
and this is our podcast. What's up, girl?
Hey, Lauren.
How you been?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We really haven't seen each other for a while.
We haven't.
Like for real, for real. How was your?
We talk all the time, but we haven't seen each other.
Yeah. Again, we've said this on multiple episodes, but it's just life, moms, work.
Everything.
Doing what we got to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? How was Well, happy belated 4th of July to
Yes.
everybody. How was your 4th?
It was good. It was
good?
really good.
Yeah.
And
just chill.
Well, basically, we went to my aunt's. We went to my mom's. Ended up driving to Wisconsin to get fireworks
Was it
for
busy?
that boy. Yeah, it was.
I bet you was busy because other people were probably doing it too.
Yes, and they said, and it was open until 11 p.m. I'm
Dang.
like,
Oh, they wasn't playing.
they want all their money.
Okay, however much they can give, and I bet you people gonna be popping them tonight too.
Oh, people be popping fireworks for the next couple weeks.
Right, exactly. Just like they've been doing them prior, 2 weeks prior.
Exactly.
Okay, so I want to correct something that we said.
Okay.
So we had talked a couple episodes ago about cheating,
Yeah.
and we had talked about Carlos Miller stating that black men don't cheat. I just want to give credit where credit is due, because you had mentioned that Jeezy had said
Yeah.
it or whatever. He did say it, and what he said was, and I quote, "Niggas don't cheat." Now, I don't know if he referenced, when he was talking about that, if he was referencing Carlos. I know even Little Duval have said it, but Carlos Miller has been saying this for years. So, Carlos Miller is the originator. But I also looked into why he said it, because remember I was like, I don't know what he mean.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about black men versus black boys. So, and this is what he said pretty much. He wanted to change the narrative because everyone just has negative things to say about black men. So he's like, you know what? No, black men don't cheat. There's so much negative about black men, and black men need, a positive narrative. So I agree with that. That is a good thing to do. Let's just say something positive about black men. Black men don't cheat. So that's what it is.
Okay.
So this part of something else I just want to talk about quick. The Manny kid.
It's so sad.
Very. I just want to let the family know that I have been in prayer for you all. Anybody that's been affected by this, because one, it's all over the news.
Yes.
So everybody knows about it. So
Yes.
it's not, you can't even deal with it in private.
Yeah.
But it's just tragic, and I just pray that justice is served, and that whoever did this to this beautiful young man, handsome young man, gets reprimanded as they need to be.
I agree.
And that's all I gotta say. Okay, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about
Interracial dating. So we had a request, you guys. Girl, we doing it big. Girl, we doing it big. We had a request, okay? Somebody was like, y'all should talk about interracial dating.
Yes.
And we was like, we should.
Exactly.
Okay, so we get requests now. How about that? A step up. So, interracial dating is what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so do you want me to start?
I want you to start because
I got something to say. So, interracial dating for me, I've never been the type of person to have a problem with interracial dating.
Yes.
I've never been the one to be like, oh, they taking all our men, because I do feel like whenever people talk about interracial dating, it's always somebody with a black man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like when everybody talking about that, it's always black and white. It's never Asian and white. It's always black and white. And so, and I don't know why that is, but my big thing is with interracial dating, it's two different backgrounds. Like, you already have a man and a woman that, if you ask me, two dang near different species. But now you have two different cultures.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, that just to me makes you have to expand your horizons, be open to learn different things, learn a different way of things, because different cultures grow up differently. And I'm going to be very honest. Yeah. Asian households usually grow up the same. Black African American households usually grow up the same. African households usually grow up the same. It's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. White households usually grow up the same. So it's just having to learn that culture in addition to learning that person, if you ask me.
True.
So, and when you go to that, cookout or picnic or whatever people be having, the food ain't gonna be the same. So, it ain't gonna be that same mac and cheese, or there may not be mac and cheese. There may not be no brats and baked beans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Usually people do baked beans though,
Yeah,
but it
I
be
mean, it's
different
not gonna
baked
be
beans.
black
Like
people black baked beans.
exactly, you know what I'm
With
saying?
the ground beef in it.
Exactly, with the ground
And the
beef and the
seasoning.
brown sugar,
Yes.
we add to our baked beans.
Yes.
Sometimes we add bacon to
Sure
the baked
do,
beans.
sure do.
So it's just gonna be different, and it's just about being able and open to that. It's a different vibe with different races.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just about being able to get over that or be open to learning that. And then be open to if you don't agree with something that race does. Excuse me, because that's a whole nother thing. When you have kids and you guys are raising kids together, like black people, we whoop our kids.
Yeah. Can I ask a question?
Please.
Would you ever
What?
date out of your race?
I mean, so we did an episode and we had that question. And I think everybody knows your answer.
Yep.
Right. Right now I don't know. Like I don't know. Like if someone, it would have to just happen for me to go with the flow to figure out if this is for me or not.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a room full of people, full of men, and it's all different races,
Yeah.
I'm going where the black men are.
Yeah.
Like that's just where my eyes are gonna, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think that's comfort for me too.
Yeah.
Because my uncles are black, my brothers are black, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what I know. But I am open to it. But I don't even know if somebody outside of my race would approach me. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna ask you, even though I know the answer.
No, I
Yeah.
definitely would not.
Yeah.
And I've been approached. Yeah, I've been approached.
And what you
And
do?
you know what? I thought about when we did our last episode. I thought about that because in high school I did talk to a white guy in high school, but I mean he was, yeah, he grew up with the black people.
So he has swag?
Yeah, he has swag, and I'm still really good friends with him. I still see him out, and we still speak or whatever case might be. But like, it's just me this age. I wouldn't entertain it.
Yeah, you just feel like you know
No.
what you want.
I know what
and
I want.
there's no trying anything out for
No,
you.
no.
Yeah, I think with my background, I am open to trying it since I'm kind of new to this.
Yeah.
But at least I can say I tried and versus just being like no and they never tried.
Yeah.
But it's still okay to say no and they never tried.
Yeah.
You know what you're attracted to. But again, I know what I'm attracted to, so it probably won't happen, but I'm open to it.
Right.
And then too, remember the Martin episode where he was like, you know what I'm about to say? You know what I'm about to say? Where Tommy was like, if she can't use your comb, don't bring her home. Like, I just thought that was like so funny when he said that. 'Cause what was we talking about? What was they talking about on that episode? Why did he say that? Because remember in that one episode when Pam had the crazy boyfriend and they went to the ski resort and he had the white lady
Yes.
with talking about I like hot sauce about collard greens. Remember? So I'm like, well, that comb thing went out the window. But he said she was a work associate. So
Right.
whatever. But I crack up when I see stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But also like racially, like with racial inequality, it helps to me when you are with someone like-minded to where they understand exactly what it is. Now, I'm not saying that means don't date interracially and that it won't work and no. That's not what I'm saying.
To each his own. Do your
Yeah,
thing.
but I'm just saying like when George Floyd happened.
Yeah.
We could empathize, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, with that whole situation, with
Yes.
the black men in that situation. Other races may not be able to if you're dating interracially or if you're dating someone that's Mexican and the
Yeah.
whole thing with the wall and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you may not be able to relate.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Mexican and white, black and white. It can be Mexican and black, Mexican and Asian. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone, for the most part, I feel like deals with racial inequality. I feel like African Americans the most.
Yeah. We got it the worst.
Yep,
For sure.
exactly. But it's just being with someone who is of the same background. You kind of can understand
Yeah.
more of where the person's coming from and what they feel when they have that heart and have an issue
Yeah.
with certain things. Mm, oh, so I know of people who've had, this is crazy. I know of people who've had racist parents
I've heard
and
of that before too.
they ended up dating somebody of a different race and had a baby.
9 times out of 10, that's how it happened. If you grow up in a racist home, I don't know why. Maybe it's their karma or whatever case might
Yep,
be.
yep,
Especially like when they have like racist grandparents or whatever
yep,
case might be.
yep.
The grandkids always tend to grow up and date out their race and have kids with people out the race.
Or
Like
the
that's,
kids.
yeah,
Like
that's just,
in my example, it was the child that ended up being with opposite
uh-huh.
race and had a mixed kid. And now the parents are in love with that grandkid, and now the parents are open and love the boyfriend. You know what I'm
So
saying?
basically they've been full of shit
I,
for
but see, honestly, let's keep it real. They were probably continuing what they knew.
programmed.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly. And so, not to say that it's right,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Because I
ignorance,
totally think
just ignorance.
racism is definitely taught.
Oh,
No
for
one grows up.
sure. For sure. You
Yeah.
see all these things with these black white kids on there talking about some my friend. And they talk about like they'll say something like, what color is your friend? And they be like, my friend or something like it don't matter the color.
Yeah.
Like I don't see color.
Yeah.
That's just my best friend. You know?
Exactly.
So yes, it's definitely programmed. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about racism when I was younger.
Yeah.
I just knew that my hair was different. That's all, and they're lighter than me. That's all I knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I used to play in Tina's hair all the time, sitting on the carpet when we was reading the books.
Did you?
Braiding Tina hair. I did. And then lice came out. My mom was like, "Don't be touching people's hair." I remember when we got the note home talking about lice.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What is
I
that?"
remember that too.
Yeah. So I'm just like, But I also want to talk about like with interracial dating. Why are people so against it? Cause so many women, especially black women, they taking our men.
You know what? I've never I know it's women out there like that, but I haven't experienced it, and I for the most part like me and the women that I come across and that I interact with, we don't give a shit. We do not care. Do your thing.
Do you be happy? You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Whatever that
The only
means.
I've never had a problem with a black man with a white woman, Asian woman, whatever woman he wants to be with. My problem always been the bashing. Like when a black man get with a woman that's white or something, and they're like, "Oh, a black man saying that they don't date black women or they're not attracted to black women or ghetto." Like that's when I just be like, "What's wrong with you?" Like you can have a type, that's fine, but don't disrespect what you come from. Your mom is a black woman, your auntie, your grandma. Like how can you hate black women and you come from that? But I always feel like when a man is like that, like they have bad relationships with their moms or women in their
Dynamic or
family,
something, bad
or something
dynamics.
happened to them, or maybe they dated a woman and she broke them down and she hurt them, hurt them. And that's how I feel, because I just be like, how can you let something like that come out of your mouth and you're a black man? It doesn't make sense. Like it
That's
doesn't make
so
sense.
true. You might as well say something about the black men.
Yeah,
About yourself. Because
exactly.
you came from a whole black woman.
Yeah, that's just like me. If I dated out my race and I said, "Oh no, I don't date black men. Like, they're too ghetto." Like, what? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, maybe it's an experience that they had growing up
It
that
could
they
be.
didn't like.
It could
But
be.
that's just so embarrassing because you're going against a whole race of people.
Exactly.
You
Like
know
I
what I
told you,
mean?
the man that was like, I don't date black women because I think they're not attractive. They're just. So you mean in telling me,
And he was black.
ain't a black man, you haven't seen one beautiful black woman in your lifetime?
Not even your mammy.
Yeah, like not one. Come on now.
So then if your mom ain't beautiful, then what are you?
And most of the people that talk like that and you see them, you be like,
Yeah. I don't
Such a
understand it.
disconnect.
Yeah, I don't understand. But it's crazy because don't nobody other. I ain't never heard a white man say I don't date white women. I
Exactly.
don't ever see a Mexican man. Why we gotta be doing that? We just something else, girl. Our folk, we something else.
We are.
Oh, okay, y'all. So to recap, look, be happy, do what you do.
Do your
If you
thing.
want to date interracially, regardless of what race it is, do what you got to do. However, just know that there's differences. And you just have to be able to get through those differences. I don't care. People can sit here all day and say, no, we connect. There's a difference.
Yeah, there is.
Period. There's a difference. Oh my gosh, there was, I found a stat online.
Okay.
And now this going to create some controversy. It said black women and white men relationships are most successful, but white women and black men relationships are least successful and more likely to break up and divorce. So I know some black women that are with white men, and when I tell you, and I'm not
They're
saying that
treated like amazing.
gold,
Yeah. I've seen that.
like,
Yes.
and again, everything is always about black and white. It's never about, you know what I'm saying? I will say that black does make some beautiful babies. So black,
They do.
white, black, Asian, black,
Black with
Mexican.
anything. Black with anything. Black with a dog. No,
Oh,
I'm just
hell no. Hell no.
I'm just saying. I'm just shit. You know I'm gonna talk my shit.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but black with any race.
Well, you could talk about like somebody that looked like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
No,
Sorry.
but black with any race do create beautiful children.
Beautiful.
But a lot of times when no, I'm not gonna say that.
What?
I'm not gonna say that. Just I don't mixed kids. They have issues when they grow. They just have issues because they don't get accepted by whites. They don't get accepted by blacks because they're mixed. So they tend to have a little issues or
And
whatever.
sometimes
they
don't know which side to identify with.
That's so true.
Yeah, they don't sometimes. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, am I, because my mom's white, but my dad's black. Example. Or my dad's black and my mom's white.
Yeah.
Whatever. And did I just say the same thing? Sure did. Anyways, y'all know what I mean.
You know what she talking
Right,
about.
that part. Don't act like you
Reverse
don't.
it.
Right, that part. It's just like, okay, do I hang out with this? Do I hang out with both?
Yeah.
You're both. Hang out with both. Be who you are,
And
regardless of
figure
what
it
that
out.
means. I do remember being in school and people talking about mixed people. Like, she thinks she white, but she got our hair. Because she may talk more proper, but have our hair.
That's true.
You know what? There's this girl. Her name was Megan. She went to high school with me. I just thought about her. And one of the reasons, Megan's mom was a registered nurse. And so I kind of looked up to her because of that. But Megan was mixed. People would talk about her hair. She had really beautiful, thick hair, but it was like ours.
Yeah.
I would do her hair for her in high school. And I'm just remembering that, oh my gosh, Megan. And she took me to the Janet Jackson concert, girl. We was in the limo, girl, and everything, girl. It was so fun, girl. But anyways, shout out to Megan. Sorry, I just had to say that. But yeah, it is hard because they don't know which one to identify. And I get that. And it's really especially hard for like black kids that are adopted or white kids that are adopted. Or any other race. You know what I'm saying? It can be hard, but just deep down inside, you know what feels right to you.
Yeah.
And whatever feels right to you, be that. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Don't let nobody discourage you. Be who you are.
True.
Love who you are.
I agree.
And just know and accept that you are both races. I think Darius had said something before. He had went to it was on his podcast or on a short. He goes to, I want to say St. Cloud every 4th or Juneteenth, and he performs. And there was a kid who was with his mom, and the kid was mixed, the mom was white. And he has t-shirts that says blackity black. So they come up to the booth to try to buy a shirt, and he said to his mom, but I'm not black. And I think the mom, I don't know what the mom said. I don't want to get it wrong. But I think Darius says something to himself like, what? Like, you are black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if he said it out loud. But that's a prime example.
Yeah.
Like, kids just don't know. And it's on the parents, too.
Yeah.
To let you know, hey, let's learn about just this culture that you are. I think it's unique to be, I mean, I got stuff mixed in me. You can't see it. I got a little Sioux, little Cherokee. You know what I'm saying? Mixed in. You know what I'm saying? You just can't see it. Because the black. What is you laughing at? You don't believe me? I do. I promise. It's in there. You just can't
No,
see.
just
The hair, my hair is like a little thinner because of the Cherokee. And it sways a little bit. I promise. Anyways, so what you laughing at? What is you laughing at? I do. What you got in
I
you?
believe you.
I know you got
Nothing.
something. Yes, you do. You too bright skin. You got something in you.
I'm black and black. That's it.
Anyways,
That's all.
girl.
That's all I'm claiming.
Oh yeah, that part. But yeah, just make sure you tell you like if my son was really really mixed, look, we gotta know both sides.
Yeah.
And embrace both.
Yeah.
Um, we done? We good?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope that helped to the person who requested this video. And then we're not gonna pick our own question. We're gonna do a question that someone had mentioned to Kara online. I think she did like a poll.
Yep, she did a poll on her page on Instagram.
Yep, and so
and I answered it.
Yep.
Then
and so we'll just ask that question and
Yes.
we'll answer it. The
Okay.
two of us answer it.
And the question was, ladies, do you date yourself as much as you expect someone else to?
Do you date yourself as
I want
much?
you to answer yours first.
Okay.
Mama.
Do you date yourself as much as you expect someone else to? Let me put my glasses on for this one. No,
Okay.
I don't.
And why?
Because I'm busy.
Yes.
I got stuff to do. Like the once a month, and I used to do once a month successfully. Now I'm at every other, every third because school and just so much more going on. And the times that I am able to relax and chill, I guess dating myself. What does the definition of dating yourself mean? Because honestly, if it ain't going out or it don't mean going, I date myself in the house.
I think it's what she was saying. Like, you know how you like, if you were talking to someone else, you expect to like go
How you
out
court
and
them.
exactly
How you court
go
them.
on
Do you
dates.
court
Like, do
yourself?
you do?
I used to, and honestly, not as much as I would want someone, because if I had a guy trying to come at me, I would want them to
course.
want to date me at least once a week or at least a couple
Do
times.
something.
Exactly.
Show me you're interested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I didn't even do that.
Yeah.
So the answer is no.
Yeah.
I do not date myself if I'm thinking about how a man dates me. I do not.
Yeah.
And am I supposed to? I don't know. But I don't have time.
Yeah. And my answer was no. And she was shocked by my answer. She said I was the only woman that answered no. But I was being truthful.
Yeah.
And not only that, like, I don't. Like, with me, my kids come before me. Everything comes before me. And I always put myself on the back burner. But I am learning. And I am going to do better this time around. But to be truthful, I don't.
I'm never gonna date myself like I'd want a man to date me. These glasses is dirty. I'm never gonna date nobody the way I expect a man to date me. However, I know what I want and I know what I like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know what I want. I know what I like. I know how I want to be courted.
Yeah.
But I do date myself, just not as much as I would have a man date me.
Exactly.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm just going to do better this time around because, like, I do push so much of stuff that I want to do back.
When you say do better, what does that mean?
I feel like I do need to just do better with, like, doing stuff for myself. Like,
Taking
you know
care
how
of you,
sometimes you
self-care.
feel guilty, like, even if I go, like, shopping or something and I'll pick up something for me, but then I'll be like, no, I don't need that, so I'll put it down. But then I make sure I have all this stuff for my kids. So I'm gonna do better.
Yeah, when I had both my children and when I was married, please.
Yeah,
You think I thought about me?
Yeah.
Please.
You don't.
Didn't get to the gym, didn't have time. You're like, please, I just starved to lose weight. Back in the day. That's what I did. I just didn't eat. Like, this is how I got to lose it because I don't have no time. And my ex-husband worked a lot.
Yeah.
I don't have time. The kids come first. I can't neglect them to be at a gym.
Exactly.
I can't neglect them to go get a massage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? However, I could have tried to make time, like, on, when the kids was at daycare, I didn't have to work. But shoot, that was when I was like, I'm going to sleep, or I had to clean the house.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. You want to do better with dating yourself.
Yes, for sure.
But sometimes it's funner too to just when I feel like dating myself too is going out with my friends
Yeah.
and hanging out with my girlfriends.
Yeah. But you don't do that on the regular either though.
Right.
So
Exactly. I don't do that a lot either.
we just have to do better.
Half the battle with me is where I live. Like, I don't be wanting to drive.
Yeah.
And then I drive for one of my jobs too.
Yeah.
But again, we gonna do better. What was her name?
Monica. Shout out to Monica.
Hey,
and I'm
Monica,
so proud
girl.
of
Hey,
Monica. She
Monica,
just
girl.
bought her first house. Shout out to Monica. I love you.
You
And
go, girl. You go, girl.
Monica is one of those people. Like, she's just, her energy's beautiful. She's beautiful. Like, she's beautiful to look at. But her heart, she's just the... I love Monica. It's Monica
shout
and
out,
Keita.
Monica.
They're sisters. They're my
Okay.
favorite sister
I've met
duo.
Keita.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
They're my
she's so
favorite sister duo.
Okay.
And nobody can fuck with Monica. She
I
dressed
thought
her
it
ass
was,
off.
I thought it was Keita, actually.
No,
when
it
you
was-
sent the message,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay,
When you was
Keita.
looking- nope,
That's why
uh-uh.
when you just said Monica, I'm like, Monica.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Keita
They
and Monica.
look
They said
alike.
they look a lot
Okay,
alike.
yeah.
Yep. And Monica.
Okay.
Shout out to Monica.
Hey y'all, hey. Well, thank y'all again for rocking with us through another episode. We appreciate everybody that's been staying on top of it. We love y'all, and we'll holla.
Hey.
Hey y'all.
Welcome to L&T.
No.